Friends, welcome again into my YouTube channel Study with Mukesh Raj, where today we are going to deal with the chapter Electricity of Physics. Now, this chapter Electricity of class 10th deals with three major topics. The first one is electric current, the second one is the electric circuit, and the third one is Ohm's law. And into the Ohm's law, there are again three subdivisions. The first one is voltage, the second one is electric potential, and the third one is known as the resistance. So these three are the major portions that are covered into the electricity chapter. So without wasting time, let us move on to the first portion of our electricity chapter, that is electric current. Basically, electric current is nothing but the flow of the charge through any conductor, or which is being carried away by any the electrons into the conductor. Now let us discuss this. The electric current. Electric current can be defined as the flow of electric charge. My friends, dear friends, this electric charge is nothing but the positively charged particles that are present into the current carrying agent. We will discuss about this current carrying agents in the later portion of this session. Moving on to the current. Currents can also be defined like this, that it is the current that is being carried out by the moving electrons. Dear friends, दोस्तों, electric currents can be conducted only if there are presence of free electrons into the current carrying agents. Now, basically, whenever we talk about the electric current, then these three are the major current carrying agents, or we can say these are the three components that helps in the understanding of whether the current can flow through any current carrying agent or not. The first one is conductor, and the second one is insulator, and the third one is semiconductor. These are nothing but these are the materials that helps in the flow of that helps in the carrying of the current through it. Conductors are the systems. Conductors are the materials. These are the materials. Okay, conductors are the materials that allows current to pass through them. Therefore, they are known as conductors. Now, the electric currents can be carried by the moving electrons, and let me specify this to you that the electrons will be present only in the case of conductors. No other materials other than conductor have this capability to hold or to have free electrons. Unless and until they will have electron, they won't be able to allow the passage of electric current through them. Insulators, similarly, these are the materials that do not allow the current to pass through. Fine. Now, the semiconductors are very specific materials which allow the current to pass through them only under certain circumstances. That is either a low voltage or a very high voltage supplies. So these are the three specific materials that are used for either the current to be flowing through it, the currents that cannot flow through it, or the current will flow under limited or under certain circumstances where either we have a low voltage or we have a very high voltage that is being supplied to these materials. Now, since we have talked about these charges, positive charges or the moving electrons, moving on to these topics a bit more ahead, I am going to tell you understand the electricity and the flow in a better way, that one of the notable things that you have to keep into mind while studying this electricity chapter is that the electric current is always opposite to that of the direction of the flow of electrons. Let's suppose that this is a conductor which allows the flow of electric current through it, and it will allow the flow of electric current in a direction opposite to the direction of the flow of electrons. Let's say in this conductor the electrons are moving from left to right. This is the motion of the direction of the electrons. So according to this notable point, in that case the electric current will flow from right to left, and these are nothing but the positively charged particles. These are the positively charged particles which will be moving into the direction opposite to the direction of the electrons, in the direction in which the electrons are moving. And this positively charged moving electrons in this direction is known as the conventional current. Or simply it can also be termed as the current. Fine. So this is all about the current. In a plain language we can understand the current. Let us move on to the next topic of this in this session, that is about the electric circuit. Unless and until we understand this, we won't be able to move forward. Okay, before that let me explain you the flow of electric current by the help of a simple diagram. Let me try it for you so that you can understand it. Let's say we are having a circuit. Okay, a circuit is nothing but it is the diagrammatic representation of the different electric components that are connected with each other so that the current can flow through it. Okay, let me write it for you. Circuit or an electric circuit is nothing but a diagrammatic representation of all the electric components, all the possible electric components connected to a voltage supply. Okay, so this will form an electric circuit. Let's say we are having a battery over here. This symbol represents the symbol of a battery, where the line, we can draw two lines, one of which will be having a length greater than the other one. The length that is of greater in the size will be termed as the positive end, and the other end obviously becomes the negative end, so that the current can flow through the circuit. Unless and until you connect it with a cell or a battery, we won't be able to allow, the current will not be allowed to flow into the circuit. Let's say since it is the negative portion, so the electrons will start moving from this direction. So this is going to be the direction of the motion of the electrons. Now since the electrons move from the negative terminal to the positive terminal, so what is the flow of direction of the current? It will be from the positive end to the negative end. So this is the flow of the electric current inside a circuit or into a circuit. This is how this circuit can help us to understand the flow of electricity across a circuit. Fine. So that is all for today's session. I hope you would have understood and enjoyed this session. Friends, this is a special video which has been created on the demand of one of subscribers. That is all for the day. Plus, in addition to this, I would request you to please do like, share and subscribe my study channel, that is Study with Mukesh Raj. Thank you very much. Hats off for the day.